Hi, I'm Mark Gaylor and I'm a Sony Digital Imaging Ambassador. Now you're probably aware that I've been a big fan of Wotancraft bags for a number of years now, and I thought I'd like to take the opportunity to show you how I organise the accessories in line with the bags. Now I have more than one pilot bag. I've got the 7L and the 3.5L on the table here. Now I particularly like the 7L when I'm travelling light, but if I'm just traveling with maybe two lenses and one camera body, I may choose to go with the 3.5L instead. Now if I do want to expand any of these systems because I want to take additional accessories that don't fit inside the bag, I can use these armor pouches that are available. Now there are dozens of different types of armor pouches depending on what size that you want and what you want to store inside. Now I've got one of the smaller ones on the front here. Now this one's carrying a Sony digital microphone, and it just fits in nicely into this armor pouch there. And if I don't want to be shooting video on that particular shoot, on that particular day, I can just quickly detach that bag. As you can see, it's really quick to attach and detach these. If I'm storing a number of these on my shelf, I can actually identify what's inside by using these morale patches. You'll see many of these armor bags actually have this Velcro on the outside, and I could just put an identifying morale badge on the outside to remind me what's actually inside this bag when I'm just grabbing a microphone to go out and shoot. I'm also a fan of the circular ones here that you can see. Now this one is going to contain filters. They take up to 82mm filters inside these circular pouches there. And again, if I want to switch that out because I'm not doing maybe long exposures, I can just whip that off as well. Or if I want to change over to maybe a smaller 67mm filter size, I can just quickly attach that to the front of the bag. And as you can see, it's really quick to attach and detach these armor pouches. There's also a possibility to increase the amount that we're organising. Now typically these camera bags maybe just have 3 compartments inside, but that doesn't accommodate all of the smaller items such as batteries. I don't want these rattling around in the camera bag, so I've got this internal organiser. Again, that will go onto Velcro on the inside of the bag, and that's carrying 2 Z series batteries there. So that gives you a quick idea of how I can organise this, and I'll go into more detail about the types of organisers that we have. But before I go much further, I just wanted to highlight that Wotancraft have a Christmas giveaway. This is something that they've been doing for a number of years. If you spend a certain amount of money, you're going to get free gifts at this time of the year when you make a purchase. So without much further ado, let's get deeper into these accessory pouches. Let's take a look at how we can organize our gear for less frustrating workflows. Now, I have a number of different Wotancraft bags, and I try to use the smallest bag that I can get away with for the day's shoot. Here you see a Pilot 7L in my motorcycle tank bag here. Now, there are going to be occasions when, rather than moving all of the gear to a larger bag, I might just want to use some of those armor pouches just to add a little bit more gear to my shoot. Here's a Harley Davidson pannier, and in this case we were using 10L messenger bags just because they would comfortably fit in there, and I was actually using a Lightning Rider 12L in the other pannier. Here you see a Pilot 7L and a Lightning Rider 12L. Now this is the type of luggage configuration I take when I'm not checking any luggage. The little Pilot 7L will go underneath the seat in front of me, and the 12L will go in the bin above my head. And I can usually find that I can carry everything that I need for an extended overseas shoot just in these 2 bags. And just a confirmation there, that Lightning Rider, the larger of those 2 bags, comfortably fitting into the maximum bag size as outlined in the budget airlines such as Ryanair as I was making my way from London to Sweden there. Inside of that Lightning Rider, I will use a few organisers. There's not a lot of different dividers that are going into that one. You can actually buy a camera insert that goes in there, but as I'm using all of my cameras in the Pilot 7L, I'm actually using little organisers stuck to the back wall of that Lightning Rider there. So some people might find that useful. And there's lots of different options on Wotancraft's website to give you the sort of organizer that you actually need. Now, I will more often than not use the armor pouches that clip onto the outside of the bag. Armor because they're going on the outside. Now, those clips are very strong, but also very quick to remove and add those armor pouches in your own personal configuration there. Now you'll see that armor pouch on the left there. It does have a strap. The larger pouches do have the option, and they do ship with straps, so you can actually carry them separate. You don't actually have to attach them to the pilot backpacks or messenger bags. So again, that does give you an awful lot of flexibility when you're touring. Here is an example of the Armor 10 and the Armor 11. Now, one of those will comfortably take an iPhone Pro, the largest iPhone, and the other one is great for taking those filters, as I outlined previously. Now, Wotancraft do have a facility on their website where you can purchase the bag and customize it with the armor bags that would suit your own workflow. And they're saying you can do this in just 30 seconds. Well, I think if you know what you want to put in those bags, it'll take you 30 seconds, which is why I've decided I'll show you some of the bags in their lineup. I'm not even going to show you half of the bags here, but I'm going to show you the bags that I use most frequently and the sort of gear that fits comfortably into these pouches. So I'm using the Armor 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm using 2 of the 10 because I've got different filter diameters in those. I've got an 11 which takes the my iPhone, and I've also got the 13 there. There are 2 more bags there, but before I get onto those 2 additional bags, you'll probably notice that some of those armor pouches do have the Velcro on the outside, as again I outlined previously, and we can identify what's on the inside by just putting a visual reminder using one of those morale badges, which you can pick up on Amazon for not much money, and you could probably buy an assorted pack there. Going back to the armor pouches, but I'm using 2 that are not classified as armor pouches. One is the interior organizer, that's zipperless pocket small, and that's got my 2 Z series batteries comfortably fitting in there. And I've also got one of their portable camera pouches. These come in 3 different sizes. Now those don't clip to the outside, and you'll see a couple of Peak Design clips there because I can either put it into my Lightning Rider 12, or I could carry that over the shoulder by using one of the Wotancraft straps there. Now, just showing you the interior, what's inside those bags, just so you get an idea. And I've got, as I said, my iPhone Pro in the Armor 11. I've got 2 different filter diameters in the Armor 10s there. The zipperless pocket small, carrying the 2 Z series batteries. The Armor 13 is one of my favorite armor pouches there. It will take my 49mm filters and my 55mm, both at the same time, plus a couple of spare memory cards, and those memory cards won't be touching the filters when they're in the bag because there's an interior sleeve which those SD cards will fit into. There's also a zipper pouch on the outside just for putting something else on the outside of that bag. That pouch, the Armor 13, will also take 2 Z series batteries if you want to put the batteries on the outside of the bag. Armor 6 I'm using for my cleaning gear, Armor 4 for the larger of the Sony's digital microphones, Armor 2 for the smaller of the digital microphones, Armor 5 for the battery charger and lead. Portable camera pouch there is taking my 2 teleconverters, the 1.4 times and 2 times teleconverters, and I'm actually saving a little bit of space compared to what those teleconverters are shipped with by Sony there. Just showing you a slightly different configuration there. I am now showing you the 2 Z series batteries on the Armor 13 instead of the filters there. If I want to put just one teleconverter, then I would switch from using the zipperless pouch there to the hidden zipper pocket small. That will take my 1.4 or 2 times teleconverter on the inside of the camera bag. And inside of that portable camera pouch, instead of the teleconverters now, I've got my RX 107, which is also inside a small rig cage, and so that gives you enough idea that that small pouch will take a compact camera there. And in the Armour 5 now I've got my colour passport checker and also a USB battery charger in there. Obviously there's plenty of configurations that you can get into here, but I'm just giving you some idea of what I'm using these pouches for. There's the portable camera pouch small. I do own all three portable camera pouches, the small, medium and large. I've adapted the RX100 to take filters on the outside, so I've got a filter in there and I've also got a spare battery for that RX100. Here's the portable camera pouch medium. I do have a separate video tutorial on these pouches here. You can see that medium size is capable of taking the 2.8 compact full frame lenses there. There you can see the 24mm f2.8G there. Now I've got a battery in a case on the other side, but I could put a second small lens on that other side of the divider there. I've also got the large one, and you could actually fit two of the f1.8 primes, such as the 35mm 1.8 or the 55mm 1.8, in the larger of those camera pouches. But now to get on to some exciting news, and that is the Christmas giveaway for 2024. It's open now and runs through to the 31st of December. So basically Wotancraft are going to give you some Christmas presents. The more you spend, the more Christmas gifts they're going to give you. So it's the Xmas 2024 gift packs there, and there you can see the 4 items that Wotancraft are giving away on the lead up to Christmas here. Now they come in 4 different levels. So if you spend $130, you get the smaller of the Christmas gifts. That's the nylon side pouch. Spend $220, you'll get both the nylon side pouch plus the multi-purpose organizer pouch. Spend $350 on their site, and you'll get the side pouch, the organizer pouch, and the foldable tote bag. Now I have to say that foldable tote bag, I've actually got one of those, and it is a great product. It folds up into a very small form factor that you could put in your back pocket, but it is a very strong bag when opened out there. And spending $550 or more, then you're also going to get that duffel bag there. Now, just to show you how flexible Wotancraft bag systems are, is there's the tote bag with all of the other bags attached to it. And so this is a really good idea for basically carrying more and extending on that bag there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this presentation, and head over to the Wotancraft website. I'll put some links in the info section below this video tutorial, and happy shopping. Okay, I'll catch you online next time.